This story and more is brought to you by Book Club Audio, the Australian audiobook marketplace. Find more amazing stories at bookclubaudio.com.
The kids at Rocky Beach. "Hey kids, let's go to the beach," said Daddy.
Whoa!
Addie and Will ran round in circles until Daddy scooped them up in his big, strong arms. "We'll get your swimmers and rashies on first," said Daddy. "We'll have a picnic," said Mummy. The family piled into the SUV, kids in their booster seats, and headed off to Rocky Beach. Daddy carried all the beach stuff. There was lots of it. Mummy held the kids' hands and the family walked down the sandy track, past the clubhouse for the lifeguards, and on to the beach. The sun shone, the sea sparkled, and the waves crashed and raced across the sand to tickle little toes. Red and yellow flags fluttered on long poles in the sand.
That's where you can swim,
said Addie.
That person in the big chair looks out for everyone,
said Will.
And sharks too,
said Addie. Real Aussie kids, smiled Daddy. Mummy spread big bright beach towels on the sand and smeared sunscreen on the kids' bare skin. She popped on a couple of hats. Good to go, she said. Daddy put up a big stripy umbrella for shade and unfolded chairs for himself and Mummy. A big esky held picnic food and cold drinks. All set, he said. Mummy and Daddy took the kids down to the shallow water in front of one of the flags. Addie and Will splashed about, squealing in delight. What a happy little family, said a tall, tanned lifeguard who shook Daddy's hand. How are you, Gaz? Said Daddy. Beach is busy today. Yeah, mate, said Gaz. We got Big John in the tower, Gina on the jet ski, and Smiley in the rubber ducky out the back of the breakers. Gaz pointed to the horizon and continued. Then there's me and Harry patrolling the beach, taking care of everyone. The grown-ups stood chatting and watched the kids splashing. Suddenly, a voice boomed out across the beach. I'm on beach patrol too. The grown-ups couldn't hear the voice, of course. Addie and Will were wide-eyed because the booming voice came from a giant rock at the edge of the rock pools further up the beach.
Mummy, can we go over to the rock pools?
Addie asked innocently. Sure, let's get your sandals, said Mummy. See ya, said Daddy, who dived into the surf. Addie and Will scrambled over smaller rocks to get to the giant one.
Hello,
said Will bravely.
Who are you?
Said Addie nervously.
I'm Rock. I watch over the kids on this beach.
How can you do that from way over here?
Asked Will. All at once, seagulls came from nowhere and everywhere.
Ah, we help, we help, we help.
The seagulls squawked and flapped their wings all around the giant rock. A smaller rock joined in to explain.
Oh, the rock signals the seagulls who swoop over the grown-ups. They peck at their phones and their food and sometimes take a swipe at their straw hats.
That gets their attention,
boomed the rock. The smaller rock said,
Then the grown-ups look around and make sure their kids are okay.
Oh, I'm really glad you are here, Rock, said Will.
Thank you, Rock,
said Addie. Later, Under the big stripy umbrella, the family sat on the bright beach towels and had their picnic. A seagull swooped down in front of Addie and Will.
Ah, yo, kids. The rock says your mummy and daddy care for you very well whilst on this beach.
Addie and Will waved to the rock.
I think the rock just winked at us,
Said Addie.
Nah, rocks can't wink,
Said Will.
Ah, you might be surprised.
The seagull squawked and flew off. Later, Mummy tucked Addie and Will into bed and kissed them goodnight. "Did you have a good time at the beach, kids?" asked Daddy as he kissed them goodnight.
I love the rock pools best,
Said Addie.
especially the biggest rock in the world.
Said Will.
Yeah, I love the rock.
Said Addie sleepily. "And we love you kids," said Daddy. "Yes, we sure do love you," said Mummy.